Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Rachel, we're live. I'm
We're
Gary.
live. I'm Rachel.
Rachel, we're Echidna Sewing and we're here at our next live cuppa and chat. So welcome to everyone that has tuned in this morning.
We've got a few guests from around the world, so hi. Lovely to see you.
We do. We've got, I think, someone from Texas and upstate New York is something a little bit different. Obviously, some folks from all over Australia and New Zealand, and we're really looking forward to this one. Got lots to share with you today, and lots of changes for us and things happening and new products and all sorts of things. It'll go for about an hour and a half. That's our plan. So hopefully you're sitting, you're comfortable. Please, this is interactive, guys. So if you have any questions, please post them, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. Just type them in there, and one of our team will let me know what those questions are. We'll try and answer those questions live, but not everything will get answered live, and our team will sort of let you know whatever they need to let you know if we can't get to it. So, but we do endeavour to get to everything live, don't we?
We do, and you know what? The team is just as knowledgeable as we are, so I have every faith
and more
that
so,
they'll be
I
able
think,
to
sometimes
answer.
than me.
Yeah.
I'm getting old. I don't remember everything, but anyway, it's great to have you all here. So a little bit of housekeeping before we go on. If you missed something here, don't panic too much, because we are recording this and we will have this cuppa and chat available for you to view after the event at any time. In fact, I think we keep them up for pretty much
Yeah, we've got an
forever.
information page actually, Gary. I don't know if you
There
want
is.
to
So
show everyone how that works.
I might get camera guy to flick over to our computer screen for just a moment. And if you go to our website and just go to the home page, you'll see, just scroll down a little bit, you'll see there's a virtual cuppa and chat. If you click on that, that will take you to a landing page or an information page. And on there is all the stuff that we're going to talk about, or hopefully get to talk about today, time permitting. And you can just keep scrolling down through that. It's all there, lots of good information. And we'll probably refer back to that a few times over the course of the next hour and a half. But nice and easy to find, so we'll just go back to my home page there. So I think with that said, now that you know where you can find all that information, we've got some exciting new things to talk about as far as
We do.
support and what's happening for Echidna around the place. The first one we'll mention is a big shout out to our agent in New Zealand, Mandy, and I'm pretty sure Mandy's sitting there watching right now. So hey Mandy, how you going?
Kia ora, Kiwis.
Yes, because you're a Kiwi, right? So,
I am a Kiwi,
yeah, so
yeah.
you've got a close connection there. And I lived in New Zealand for a year, so I've got a close
So you're
soft spot
kind
for
of a
NZ.
Kiwi, but
Abs.
yeah. Little
I
bit.
did live there for a year and I came back with an accent, so it does rub off, right? That was 30-something years ago, though. But so welcome to Mandy and the team and all our customers in New Zealand. Now, and I'd just like to explain quickly for our New Zealand customers, Mandy has taken the big leap of faith and has moved out of her home studio and into her own studio now, which like a business premises, and has now set up a more fully functional, structured sewing machine location, which is great. And of course, all with our support. And we're really, really excited for Mandy. So Mandy is essentially the brother dealer over there and is the Echidna representative in New Zealand. And we're just so thrilled for this now, because it's just made it easier. The big thing for our New Zealand customers is they're dealing in New Zealand dollars now. So, so purchasing from Mandy, she's got all the finance options available, all the credit card facilities, all the payment facilities that were sometimes a little bit difficult on machines especially. And of course, Mandy's got a great range of demonstration machines now in store.
So she go and check it out.
Absolutely.
She's got the stuff.
She has. And I think it's going to make a great difference. So well done, Mandy. And
great to see you this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was chatting to Mandy earlier this morning. She's really excited. So, you know, it's all good. So, and I will say this much too, for our New Zealand customers, you can still order direct from Australia, and that still channels through our New Zealand agent in Mandy. So you're not bypassing her if you do come and order directly online, if that's what you want to do. Sometimes that's easier because you might live in a remote location. And while Mandy carries quite a bit of stock there, she won't have everything, obviously, because we have a massive warehouse. So we have a slight size advantage over here. Anyway, so fantastic. Thanks Mandy, for taking that leap of faith and just supporting us, and we'll continue to support you. And on locations, it's probably equally as far away. We've got some just as exciting. We've got some fantastic news for our Western Australian customers. So Big shout out to Gareth and Deb Adams, who have become our official Echidna agents for Western Australia. They are based in 𝗟𝗂𝗁 in North Perth, and they also have a great range of demonstration machines now and emergency supplies, etc.
I think they're watching. Is it morning tea time or champagne time?
It's morning tea time in WA. So Deb, I do know you're watching, and I'm sure you've corralled a few other folks to watch as well. So welcome. This is big news for our WA customers, because Gareth is actually what we call an 𝗟𝗶𝗁, or an authorised warranty centre for Brother.
So you can take your Brother machine to Gary to get it...
To Gareth, yes.
Sorry,
yes,
Gareth.
Yeah,
yes.
Gary's Gareth, there's lots of us. Look, great couple, they're really motivated, really keen to build our business with Echidna in WA, and just great support. So that all leads on to all the wonderful support we do. How
will everyone in Western Australia find out where they are?
Good point. So I'll flick over to our website again. So if you go to our website, the easiest way to find where everyone is, all our agents, is go to homepage, scroll over to Get Help, and down to Contact Us, and you'll see all our locations, all our agents are listed here. So obviously our main company operations and our Townsville operation. Big shout out to Leanne up there as well, who's our agent in Townsville, doing a great job up there. And of course there we have Perth. And we do have a separate New Zealand page. So there's all the information for Mandy there, but we do have a New Zealand landing page as well, which will take you to the New Zealand page. Mandy is actually creating her own website over there too. So she's in the middle of doing that. So a little bit more patience, I guess, and time to get that all finished. But all the information about how to get hold of our agents and our sub-agents too, and our smaller regional agents is here. And all these agents are just wonderful people, just ready and keen to help anyone who needs any help.
Passionate stitchers and crafters.
Passionate stitchers and crafters. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So again, big welcome, shout out to the guys in WA and Gareth and Deb, who were over here a few weeks ago and spent a week with us doing a bit of training and so on. So they're super keen. Yeah, super keen to get going. And they're going to cover all of WA for us. So feel free to contact them for any information about anything to do with Echidna. They will be there to help you. Because
support's really important for us.
Support is everything. And I think that's the secret to how our business has grown. And in fact, talking support, did you know how many videos do you think we have on YouTube right now? Oh,
I actually know the answer to that, because I counted them one by one on the page.
So, well, do you know the answer?
I do. 369.
Wow.
So that's
a lot of videos
that we've created.
And that's all on our YouTube channel. And if you're not sure how to get to there, if you're on our website, I'll go back to our homepage. If you wanted to go to our YouTube channel, the easiest way to do it is just go down to the bottom of the page, and you'll see there's a little YouTube link right there. Click on that, and that will take you directly to our Echidna YouTube channel. And from there you can search for videos. You've got all sorts of options down there, and there's just tons of them. And I like watching videos for support, because you can always pause them, go back and watch them again, and it's pretty easy. I use YouTube all the time, no matter what I'm learning to do. It's my first go-to, and I usually find the answer for anything I'm looking for.
And we have plans to make more, and there's quite a bit of our educations on there as well.
Exactly, all our virtual classes and so on, and it's just the world's different now to what it was even 3 years ago, pre-COVID. So I love YouTube.
The technology is amazing.
It is. Did you know? Yes, you were about to say that.
I was going to say, what about the smartphone, Gary? I was pretty impressed with this.
Okay,
support.
I use this a lot. So if you are at home trying to do something on your machine, or whatever it is you're trying to do within our kind of industry, and it's not happening, you're not understanding, or you've got a problem, or whatever it is, if you call us on your smartphone, we can send you a link while we're talking to you. You click on that link, and it will give us the ability to see through the camera on your phone. You just point at your machine, and we can say, oh yeah, look, you pushed the wrong button, or no, you need to do this, or that's wrong, or whatever. It's just like us standing right beside you. So it's amazing.
There are some prerequisites though, aren't there?
Yes. Do make sure that you're not sitting there in your jammies, or, well, you can if you like, but probably best to be dressed for the occasion. And once you hang up on it, we lose any connection, we can't see. So, but it's a great support tool. makes a world of difference, and we use it quite frequently, and I know customers that have been on the receiving end of that assistance have felt it's a godsend. So
I think it minimises frustration as well, and we can, you know, resolve the issue a lot quicker than just an email.
Absolutely. Now,
call.
I'm not sure whether that goes global yet. I might have to check that, whether that's just an Australia-based thing. We'll double check on that. I'm pretty sure it's Australian mainland at the moment, I think. Perhaps one of my team will let me know before the day.
We'll put that on the list of things to check out.
The broadcast is out, yeah. Now, likewise, what we can also do is if you've got a software question and you're using your software on your computer, we can also connect with you, and you can allow us to drive your mouse on your computer. So we can see what's happening on your computer, we can move the mouse and actually show you what you need to do in whatever it is you're trying to do on software, and that's really good for some of the
problem solving.
Absolutely,
yeah.
And it's easier for us. It just makes support so much easier to do, and that's the wonders of today's technology, Rachel. So
it's amazing.
Doesn't matter where you are.
Doesn't matter.
We can help you. You probably just need an internet connection. That's it. So, and it's getting better around Australia, I think. Alrighty. So. What else about support? I mean, obviously in our locations, you're always welcome to come in and see us, of course, and we offer whatever level of support people need. So if you need to come in and have a one-on-one with us, you're welcome to. We have no prejudice. It doesn't matter where you bought your machine. If you need our help, we'll give it to you. So it goes without saying. We have a question. Yes.
Not a question, but just confirming that the app that we use to see your machine will work anywhere in the world.
Oh wow!
Just needs the internet.
Just needs the internet.
Wow.
So
and we need to be in the right time zone.
So you've got to be on a smartphone, no doubt,
yeah.
with a camera, and you need to be in the right time zone. That's right. Now I do know we've got some folks from the US, so we would be happy to help you. It doesn't matter where you are, it's a pretty cool technology.
You have to have an account with us though.
Yes, we have to have your access. So you would need to have an account with us, and we would need to have the right phone number in there, I suspect.
Yeah.
Including it's done on the internet. Okay. They'll be guided by my people who know way more than I do. So yeah, happy days. We can help you no matter where you are.
So a couple of other things before we get into it. The Easter game ended yesterday.
It did. Now, I don't know how many of you tried the Easter game. I didn't complete it, I'm going to be honest. My attention to detail on that was not great.
It was fun.
It was lots
really
of
fun. Yeah.
And we had over 10,000 people play the game, so that was great.
Fantastic.
And just under 1,000 successful submissions. So well done to everyone who completed it, because I know it was quite a challenge. And I think we're drawing the winner of that on the 15th, I believe. It's going to be
announced on Saturday.
In our main email that goes out on Saturday. So the winner will be announced. And of course, we'll send you a link also to the correct answers and all the information to say whether you were, successful or not. So that was good fun, and I'm sure we'll do another one again, probably next Easter. It seems to be becoming a tradition for us.
And then we launch into some of our new things that we have happening.
We do. So Rachel, I'm really glad you're doing this, because you know what I'm like. I venture off in different tangents.
Keeping on track.
Rachel's keeping me on track here. I'm so pleased for that. So we do.
Platinum membership, so important.
It is. Our Platinum membership is amazing, and just running through the benefits there. Obviously, it's a $20 a year fee, and that's a subscription year, so whenever you join, you get a full 12 months. But you do get your discounts on most of our products. You get special deals that we don't always make public to outside of the Platinum memberships. You certainly get free shipping on all orders over $75 and free express shipping on orders over $150. We have our rewards points that accrue, which are just like cash in the bank. So that accrues in your account, and you can use them on any transaction. Loads of other little benefits there, but a new one that we've added, and I'm so excited by this one, is our new token, a token facility. Now, for years and years and years, we've given everybody who spends, I think it was a certain amount of money on our website or with us during a calendar month, we give you a free design pack.
But if I bought 3 design packs, if I bought over a certain amount each month,
it was
always
the same
design
pack.
Yeah.
You only got the one pack per month. But the problem was that you might have already had something like that, or it's not a pack that you would really use, or you may not even have an embroidery machine. You think, well, I don't need a pack of embroidery designs. So we've been working hard behind the scenes to solve that problem, and our IT guys have finally done it. We've created a new token facility. We sent out the information just recently. Yeah, woohoo is
really great
because I've been pushing for this for ages, and I know it was a lot of work for our marketing and IT team. But now, whenever you transact, if you're a Platinum member and you transact with Echidna, be it online or in store, at least once a month, and there's no set value on the transaction, it could be $1, it could be 1,000, it could be 10,000, it doesn't matter, we will give you a token. We'll put one into your account. And those tokens can be redeemed for design packs and other downloadable products. So I'm just going to quickly show you how easy this is, and I'll just
So this shows on our website what you can redeem a token for.
It does. So I'm just going to log in as my test customer here. So, oh, hang on, what am I need someone to log me in on this computer. That's not going to work. I'm looking at my IT team here going, help me, help me. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Or I could log into my account, but I don't have a token in there. So
you log into your account, the login test customer will work.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I don't know how to log into that account right there. That's what I'm saying.
We have a lot of passwords in Gary's defence. There's a lot of information we have to remember.
We'll come back to that while someone actually sorts that out for me. Because maybe actually I can sign in here. I can log into my account actually, my Echidna account.
So this is what you would normally do. You would log into your Echidna account, and then that's where you can look at your platinum points, but also this is where your tokens appear. So you can have, like platinum points, you can accrue tokens as well.
Hey, I've logged into my account. So pretend I'm a customer and I've just logged into, we can go to our computer screen here now, camera guy. Ah, we've lost it. We're not having much fun here today. But hey, we lost our internet this morning.
We did.
And we were panicking. About half an hour ago, we were panicking beyond belief because we lost our internet. We're back now. Happy days. See, it doesn't always go to script, does it?
It doesn't. But that's a cute looking token.
Okay, so I have logged into my own personal account on our website, so you would see the same thing. And when you do and you go into your account summary, you'll now see that you have this little token thing here. I'll just scroll down a bit so you can see that more centered in the page. You know, you've got your tokens, then you get your My Downloads, My Education, all that sort of thing, and hopefully my IT guy will quickly put a token into my account. Hopefully he can do that. I may need to refresh, so please tell me.
Gary
Walker is my account, I don't know. This is embarrassing, isn't it? Don't even know how to log into my own account. But to be fair, I don't buy things from myself.
No, you don't.
So I think I'm forgiven.
You're
anyway, so that'll get worked out. I'll just talk about the tokens for a moment while we're working that out.
You have a token.
I have a token, so if I refresh, we should be good. Oh, I have one token. Okay, we're back here. God, I'm glad I've got smarter people at this than me.
So this is what they will see.
This is what they'll see. So every Platinum member would have been given a token when we launched this, and you would have got information about that. So,
and then for me to get other tokens, the first purchase I make on my Echidna account of the month, I get a token.
You get a token, absolutely. It'll just go in there automatically. And we'll have from time to time other ways of accruing tokens. But when you do have tokens, if you want to use them, you just click on this little button here that says Spend Tokens, and that will open up a page where all the various things that you can use your tokens on. Now, the first and most obvious one is you can use it on embroidery design packs, and these are all the Echidna design packs, and we have a big range now. And if I want to see them all, I just click on View More from Embroidery Designs.
So in the past, we would have given one of these.
Yes, and you wouldn't have had a choice.
Say September 2022,
Yep.
and you didn't have the choice, but now you can select what you like.
Absolutely,
Fantastic.
you can. So if you wanted this cool little set of dinosaurs, you can click on that and purchase with your token. You just click that. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, there's no transactional data. We just put it into your downloads account. And what's more, we'll even flag that as a design pack that you have. So when you go to use it again, you'll see that if you've already got it, there'll be a little tick on that pack to say don't get it, you've already got it. So that's pretty cool too.
That's great.
And what's
We're
more
stopping
though,
you from duplicating.
oh,
You
well,
can
we'll
choose
get rid of
something
that.
else.
Come back here. Now, that's great. Let's go back a page. If you've got an embroidery machine, but if you don't have an embroidery machine, perhaps you've got a scan and cut or a Cricut or a cutting machine of some kind.
Yeah.
We now are also putting up SVG files that you can use on your cutting machines. And that's great too. So now if you're not an embroiderer, you can use those, or if you've got both embroidery machine and a scan and cut or a cutting machine, you can still use the SVG files. But what if you didn't have a cutting machine and you didn't have an embroidery machine?
Hopefully you've got some applique designs, Gary.
We do, and we've got a couple of packs up already. So these are machine appliques. So in other words, well, you could do them by hand if you like, but they're actual
I call it
applique
the manual way. So I would
applique.
use a blanket stitch or often a whisker stitch, where I'm sitting with my decorative stitches from my sewing machine and creating those designs.
And so we're creating all sorts of applique packs and SVG packs or clip art packs, if you want to call them that, as well as design packs. And that's just going to continue to build. So your tokens can be used on that. And we'll have a few other surprises from time to time on what you can use your tokens. It's over and above what we already do with our, we can go back off the screen there now, camera guy. It's over and above what we already do with the Platinum membership. So you still get your rewards points, you still get all the great deals. It's just a new feature that we've added, and we're really thrilled with it.
Gives you more choice, really, for what's tailored to your needs, which is fantastic.
I love it. So that's Platinum membership, and of course, if you want to know more about your Platinum membership, you can. There is somewhere on here where you can learn about Platinum. It's going to be here. There you go, Platinum Club members. So you can click on that. That's. I don't know what that took me there for, but there's obviously a reason. But you can find out about Platinum membership here, right there. That's how you join. And it's really simple. So our website is just got so much information on there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's incredible. I can't keep up with it, there's that much of it. But that's good. That's what we want. All right, now what else have we got to...
We've also got some more things happening for Mother's Day, Gary. We've got some special offers.
We do.
Special bonuses.
We do. We always have great deals, right?
We do.
So if you're looking at buying a, a machine or a scan and cut or a, whatever it is you're looking at, we've got great specials all the time, and we do try and keep them very current. And we also have lots of bundles and bonus packs. And the first thing I would like to say is if you're about to buy, a major ticket item like a machine or something, and you look at the deal we have on whatever that machine is, and you go, hang on, I really like the deal, but I perhaps don't need this or this or this.
Or I might already have this.
Exactly.
Or I would rather have that. Yeah.
Well, don't just go ahead and buy it. Just call us and say, hey, can we swap that for that or whatever? And wherever possible, we'll just tailor the package to suit you. It's what we're really famous for, really. I think it's tailoring something to suit our customers' needs, not just have like one size fits all. So that's a given, that's what we do. But what we're doing this Mother's Day all the way through to the end of May is we're throwing in some extras. On top of the great deals we have, we will include, again, it's back on again, one of our fantastic machine mats, which we'll get that maybe, there you go. So this is the smaller machine mat. Now these are, oh, we're around the wrong way, get it the right way. Camera guy's waving at us, saying 𝗀𝗶𝗶𝗴. So this is the small one for the overlockers and small machines. Now these are what we call a sublimation printed neoprene. They're super hard wearing. You can actually pop pins in them too. And
easy to clean. If you spill your cuppa on it, just use a wipe and wipe it down. And
we have 3 different sizes. So when you buy a machine or a cutting machine from us, we will put the appropriate size with your order, and that will happen automatically. So that's the medium size.
We just know what mat is appropriate for the machine that you.
You don't have to pick it. We'll do it for you. That's, I guess, what we're saying, isn't it? And then there's the really big one here, which actually, if I hold it up there, that will suit the biggest of machines like the Luminaires and any of those big guys. So that's included. And Rachel, these are great on any table, really. You could use them.
They are. You apparently use them in the van.
I do. I've got them all over the van. You definitely know we're Echidna customers, if, well, more than
I thought-
customers, I guess, but definitely use them everywhere.
Here's your other.
Yes. So we wanted another
Choice.
little extra bonus for anyone purchasing this Mother's Day, again, up to the end of May. Now, this is while these stocks last too, by the way, so I've got fairly good stocks, but you know, you never know. You can choose one of these 3 pair of scissors as an extra bonus on top of all the great deals we already have. And we've got 3 options. We've got our serrated fabric scissors, which are great for those difficult slippery fabrics that tend to slide around on you. The serration is pretty cool.
Adds grip.
We've got the these just
I would
smooth
call
as
these
silk.
ultra sharp.
Ultra sharp.
They really cut well.
Great for dressmakers. I just love them, and quilters and so on. And then we've also got the 𝗀𝗄𝗆's non-stick universal scissors. Now, these guys have got that like a coating on there. So if you're cutting anything with the sticky stuff, like some sticky backings or filmoplast or anything that has any sticky tapes, or anything that's like you don't want to use your good scissors on, your fabric scissors, they're great.
They're ideal. I actually have all 3. And I also have these as my backup so that these ones aren't used by the person for cutting paper in the house. You know what I mean. Right?
Yeah, that's home sewers know exactly that. That's punishment by death, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe that's a bit extreme, but you don't mind them using those.
No, they can use those.
Okay.
That's fine.
Good move. So you get to choose one of those as an extra bonus as well, and then you'll get the mat as well, and whatever the great deal is that we're doing. So now, if you want to have a look at all the different specials that are from the different suppliers at the moment, and you know, between Brother, 𝗀𝗆𝗄𝗏, and Baby Lock, they all have some great deals going for this Mother's Day. All you need to do is go down to, I've got to remember now.
Actually, we've got to go up to the banner.
Yeah, see, I'm getting bad. That banner that scrolls across the top of our website, it's just look for this one, Say It With Your Craft. Click on that, and that will give you all the machine deals, gift ideas, gift card ideas, the bonuses that we have at the moment, the mat and the scissors, and then the deals. If you click on the Brother tab, for instance, that will tell you the all the special Brother deals that they have going. Because Brother are actually saying it with flowers this Mother's Day.
Yeah, there's some beautiful bunches you get to choose from.
On certain models, and you can read all about that on there, but you order one of those machines, the ones they have selected, and you get a lovely bouquet of flowers.
Sent to you. So I think the dates are from the 1st of April to the 31st of May. And we will send an email that provides the information that you need to give to get your flowers. But courtesy.
I wonder how many I could get for Cindy. Save me having to buy. No, that's bad. I would never have used that.
You probably have to buy a few machines.
She would be
Barry.
shocked anyway. She says, "Why are you getting me flowers? What have you done wrong?" That's right. So all that information's there, and all the different deals, and you just we'll go back there again and click on the brand that you want to have a look at.
But of course, if you can't find the information, you can contact us, and we can steer you in the right direction.
You can. So that's a little bit of what's happening at the moment, Rachel.
Yeah, so now we're talking about some of our new products, Gary, and we recently released one.
We did. Hopefully you saw it, the new Turbo 60. Would love to know a couple of comments there if you saw it.
Should I get my safety glasses?
I think we'll be right this time, Rachel. I think we know what's going to happen. So it was a bit of fun. We had a lot of fun doing it, but if you didn't see it, on that information page that I showed you before, you'll see there's a listing for the Turbo 60. And this is our new device that you turn it on and plug it in and it makes your machine go twice as fast.
I believe we've been nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, April Fool's Day videos or something, of course it's not true. It was just a bit of fun, a bit of April Fool's Day tomfoolery, and we had a load of fun creating it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't watch the video, go and watch it. It was quite a ball. It's one of those things that, imagine if we could have something that made your embroidery go twice as fast.
I'm always asking for more time, but
yeah, some things, if it sounds too good to be true, it normally is.
Yeah,
so
probably is.
It's not real. Anyway, I'm sure you all worked that out. But we did make it look real though. That's a pretty good job, because we have a 3D printer, or 2 3D printers now. We do produce a lot of stuff in-house. So that was a Turbo 60. Good bit of fun. and we just got to now work on something for next year.
So we probably should talk about the real products that we've got that are new.
We should, yes,
and
indeed.
some of it includes our vinyl.
Exactly. One of the big changes for us here at Echidna was late last year, the opportunity to acquire a company or a business, a local business that we'd been working with for some years. They were taking a change in direction, and we thought, wow, this is a good opportunity. And so we acquired or purchased the Vinyl Bling company here in quite close to us here in 𝗂𝗶𝗴𝗏, and that gave us a huge new range of products for the cutting machine market. So machines like the Scan and Cut or the Cricut or the Cameo and all these different products on the market. And we now have a huge range of different vinyls, and
I'm just getting my stuff ready.
You are getting your stuff ready.
Talk to you about it.
Because I am going to segue here to Rachel, because she's been right into this whole vinyl thing, and it's exciting.
Well, yeah, we've been playing a lot, Christy and I, with the new vinyl. We have adhesive vinyl, and we have HTV, which is heat transfer vinyl, and we have a whole bunch of different tools. We've got weeding tools, we've got cutting machines and placement tools. So there's a whole raft of things that's introduced to us which we never had before, which is really great.
If someone's never done work on a cutting machine before, and you said you've got adhesive vinyls and you've got heat transfer vinyls, what's the difference?
So an adhesive vinyl sticks to hard surfaces. So think, you could label your jars or plastic containers in your kitchen if that's what you're doing.
Wall stickers and that sort of thing?
Yeah.
What about car stickers? Can you get vinyls for...
Just stick put stickers on everything, I say. There's no need to have no labels.
Oh, okay.
It's better to name things. Heat transfer vinyl is for soft things, so like fabrics.
That'd be like this.
Oh yes, you thought that I was hiding, but actually I've been playing and cutting and
so that's a nice
pressing.
file.
So this is a nice file. So this is actually part of our t-shirts as well. These are our team t-shirts with Echidna.
Yep.
Stitched, craft, create. And every time we wear them, people say, "Oh, I want that design. I love that." And we say, well, this is how they know that you're part of the Echidna team. So we asked our marketing and graphics gurus if we could come up with something for you guys, and so we have. It's stitch, craft, and make
so this
with
is
Echidna.
one as well?
Yeah, and this one here. I've got them.
Yep.
I chose fluoro pink so that you could see how beautiful it is.
So that's adhesive vinyl. That's let's go around the right way. Sorry. So that's heat transfer vinyl.
Heat transfer vinyl.
And we've simply put that on the mat, cut it out on the machine, then weed it, and we're going to show that a little bit in a moment, aren't we?
We are. So
press.
For a heat transfer vinyl, we would cut. Actually, there's a few things before, not a few, but we would put the shiny side down. So it has a cover sheet, which is shiny. So cover side down, shiny side down on the mat. We reverse the design, and we put a half cut on our cutting machine.
Okay, so this is the mat, right? So
that's the mat, yes.
So you've got this actually on somewhere, this design.
We do. This is a free download. So it's on the page that we took you to before. And I'm not actually going to do this because we have a video on there demonstrating it as well. So we've done a lot of the pre-work for this, but you'd normally put it shiny side down on the mat.
Is that the sample there?
This is the sample of...
That's really detailed.
It's very fine.
If we get that up close, that is so fine. So you've cut that using a piece of the heat transfer vinyl?
Yes, I have.
And so that's...
here's one I've pre-cut,
okay.
pre-weeded for you. I was going to show you how to do some weeding, but that is also on the video. So cut, weed, and press.
And so, wow, so that's come from a piece like this.
Yes.
So what you're saying is you put it the glossy side down. Mm-hmm. So the glossy side actually has like a backing on it. Or a transfer backing?
Yep, it's this.
It's this, is that plastic? Sheet. Yeah, okay. So, and so underneath that is the vinyl that's been left.
That's right, and that would allow you to position that on your shirt.
Gotcha.
So you could say, if we put it here.
So you want to put that there.
Sticky side down. Yep.
Now, wouldn't the plastic melt?
So I use a applique mat.
And it's
on
a heat,
top.
obviously it's heat resistant.
Yes, and then it goes into the press.
And so you put it, and that'd be on a press, if camera guy can see us back here, that'd be on a press like this. Could you use an iron?
We don't recommend that using an iron because it doesn't have a consistent heat or pressure. And you have to use it in a different way. So the press does give you consistent heat and pressure.
So this is a little A4 press. This would almost fit any sewing room quite comfortably.
It would.
And that's a commercial type of heat press.
Yes.
What else would you use a heat press like that for in your sewing room?
Oh, look, I have actually pre-pressed these t-shirts before I use them, so I do use it for quite a few things because it does give you that solid pressure. So you can use a press for all sorts of things other than just using HTV.
And part of the thing with us taking over the vinyl bling business was we're also introducing dye sublimation, which we're not going to talk about today because that's a whole nother field. But this press is also perfect for dye sublimation, which is that amazing ability to print on print onto a special sublimation paper and then transfer that onto any number of different types of surfaces. So that's another whole discussion that we're going to have.
We're not talking about that today.
No.
But let me show you what else is in my bag of tricks.
Yes, please.
So we've got holographic. So this is Peyton's lunchbox, and you can see it's a film. It's beautiful.
Imagine what you could do for the kids. Hey, that's got really nice colours in it, hasn't it? Mm. Doesn't look that way, but it does.
So we have a little bib.
Tiny bib, so that's cut out.
And that's on a toweling.
Yeah.
We have our bees.
Well, we're going to talk about these bees later, aren't we? So they look cool, and that's on felt.
It is.
Wow. Okay.
We have some adhesive vinyl. You can see those are my weeding tools. I'll just take those out.
So this is on a glass jar. Bit hard to get that, but so you could decorate all your glass jars around the home.
And we have one of our buttons. You know the famous buttons, Gary?
Yeah. Our little silicone buttons. Now I'm absolutely amazed at that because I don't know if camera guy is that showing up. I don't know if you can see the little tiny weeny holes in the middle of that text.
Down a bit.
Back.
Back.
Back that way. There we go. Is that right, camera guy? He just gets so frustrated with me sometimes. But that's okay. He's leaving. Actually, it is a sad day because this is
our last live with camera
This is
guy.
his last live with us. He's going on to taking up a new role somewhere, and then we're going to miss him, and I'm going to miss having my jokes with him. So, but anyway, that's really detailed,
It's
and that was
fine.
cut out on the scan and cut. And
yes, it was.
If you've ever had a cutting machine, and I do know a bit about cutting machines, that's really tough to do. And
We use the vinyl
fantastic
blade
job.
for that.
Oh, so there's a dedicated vinyl blade.
There is a vinyl blade.
Yeah, so that's awesome, yeah.
Something else that we've done, I know that you talked about the 3D printing, but we also have our new Echidna mat supports.
Yes.
So this is in cahoots with the scan and cut. These are what they look like. Oh, here's...
There it is.
There are 4.
Okay.
I should move this so you can see them.
Yeah, let's move the shirt as well.
Yeah.
So,
These are fabulous.
there's lots of people have cutting machines, and obviously we've sold a lot of the scan and cut machines. And one of the issues, or one of the great things about scan and cut machines is you can get the 24-inch mat, which is much bigger than the 12-inch mat. But when the mat goes into the machine and comes back, they tend to sort of sag a little bit, and sometimes, depending on what you're trying to cut, the media can actually lift off the mat. And it's kind of a nuisance, it really can wreck some things. So what our guys here have done is they've designed their own version of what we call what's the official name of them?
These are called the Echidna Standard Mat Support.
Yes, exactly. They're only new. I haven't actually sold any yet, but they're so new. We've only just launched them. And they mount onto the machine so easily, and there's 2 different types. So there's supports.
We've done a video on that too, Gary.
We have.
Yeah.
So look, it basically supports the mat. If you could imagine coming out like the video, will show it to you. Watch the video; it's so good. There's 2 different types. So there's ones that will work perfectly with the 12-inch mats, which is probably going to be most people. 90% of people would probably only ever use the 12-inch mats. But if you use the 24-inch mats, there's also the fold-out version as well, which is this guy here.
They're actually,
oh, this is the fold-out guy here, yeah. That's not on the... I'll take it up here. So basically it folds out like that, and that gives you the extra support for the 24-inch mats. Again, the video is your best option to look at this. It explains it in detail and shows you just how easy they are to mount. Price-wise, we should mention that. I've got the prices just there. The 12-inch mats are $29.95 for the set, and that's for the front and back too. So anyone who's used a cutting machine knows that it's equally a problem as the mat goes through the machine.
Forwards, yeah.
So that's the 12-inch mats, and the 24-inch extendable mats, mat supports are $39.95, and of course platinum discounts will apply to that too. So great product, made here locally, and a real game changer when it comes to getting the best results on your cutting machines, and they are now available in stock. So
they're ready to go. So
ready to go indeed. So pop that out back over there.
The other new things that we have been talking about is our large embroidery designs.
Large embroidery designs. Did we cover, yeah, before we go to that, did we get all the different types of things? I think we did, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, adhesives, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and we, before we go to large embroidery designs, on the cutting machines, the education that comes with them now. We
have bonus education for all cutting machines currently.
And the scan and cuts are so awesome. They're the only machine with a scanner built into them. Again, you go to our website, watch the videos, and just really do your research before you buy a cutting machine, because the scan and cut will come up trumps every time. The built-in scanner is awesome. The education now, so we have it's a 5, did you say a 5?
Excuse me, sorry.
I think it's a 5-week course or a 5-episode course?
It's got 5 classes to it and 3 projects.
And that is free with the scan and cuts at the moment. So
goes into your My Education area of your account once you have purchased one.
Yep, so extra bonus, plus all the other things we're giving away with the scan and cut at the moment as well. So please check that out. Cutting machines do add a whole dimension. So
this is exciting. I've had a lot of fun cutting all these things out. We should talk, did we talk about this one?
No, we didn't. We said we would, and we haven't
yet. So this is our, we did. So
we did, but where do we get it? It's on our website. It's on the...
it's on the information page.
On the information page. So you can download that. That will come down as an FCM file or a SVG. SVG file. So no matter what brand of cutting machine you have, you'll be able to actually cut that image out and use it if you wish. And remember, we have SVG files as part of our token options now. So again, designed to work on cutting machines, which is fantastic.
We must be doing a good job because we've got no questions.
Yeah. Maybe we are doing a good job, which would be nice. It's what we aim to do. Okay, so we covered off that.
John, these are some of your favourite. I know that this is your favourite design.
Oh, I love that guy. So yeah, we're going to move back into embroidery just momentarily. So one of the things that has happened recently is we've been able to put up as individual designs a whole massive range of big hoop designs. So I know so many people have machines with big hoops, but they don't always get the benefit of it or have the right designs to use. And a good quality large design does make the world a difference.
Look, I've got the tiger as well.
Yeah, this is my favourite. Let's see if we can get that.
We might have to put them on the mat.
Yeah. Have a look at the detail in that guy. And this is a big hoop design. We've turned it into a cushion. But if you want to stitch big designs, have a look at the John Deere Legacy designs on our Embroidery Legacy designs on our website. Again, they'll be on the information page. There's a mountain of great designs.
There's one of my new ones that we stitched out. Gary, you don't like it because there's not enough contrast, but I'm going to create this into a sort of dinosaur quilt project.
I guess beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I would have gone darker colours, but then me and colours are not great anyway. So, but again, the detail in these big designs is incredible, and I just think if you've got a big hoop machine, get some good big designs, because if you try a big design the larger designs and they're not digitized well, they'll be a disaster. You get lots of pull and push going on, and you do need to stabilize correctly. If you have any questions about that, make sure you contact us and we'll help you with that. But if you stabilize correctly, use good quality thread, good needles, good fabric, and supportive fabric, you'll get terrific results. And this is just testimony to that. I just think that is so cool. I want it on the back of a jacket, but I don't have a jacket to suit. I should buy one. Okay, so large designs.
Next was our twill, because we've got some new twill fabric, which I have used a lot, not only for badge making, which is what you're going to talk about in a moment, but also it's strong enough for making tote bags. It's actually a beautiful fabric to stitch, but this is a big variety of colours. I think there's about 18.
We do, so we've got a little swatch here that we'll roll through, but we'll show you how it's actually sold.
Yeah.
We sell it in 1 metre lengths as a standard, and there's, I think, 17 different colours in the range. It's a 100% polyester twill fabric. It's specifically kind of designed for badge making because it's got a good stable feel to it, but the twill effect gives you that lovely kind of like stitched fabric effect, which is what we want to get. It's 152 centimetres wide, so it's a good length of fabric, and I think the it's only $14.95 for that 1 metre length.
For 1 metre. And you know what, I don't make a lot of badges, but I have used some of it for badge making, but I like to use all my fabric up, so as I said, I'll try and pencil cases, anything.
You could use it on any, because it's a solid fabric, like it's a very, very stable
Stitches
fabric.
Beautifully.
And embroidery is beautiful on it. So here's a few badges that we've created using different, let's go back up there, different colours. It's hard to get. Your camera doesn't do the badges justice, actually, to be honest. But if badge making is something you've thought of trying, I'm going to show you something in a minute that will make it a whole lot easier for you. It's a simple process. It's a big thing at the moment, badge making, and with such a great range of badge fabrics, it's something worth having a crack at. So one of the badges we've just created is this guy here, Rachel.
Yeah, the Golden Bee. We've started a community project. It goes over 3 months, and it was really about getting you all stitching and trying something, perhaps doing something that you've never done before. So we've given some education for creating freestanding lace and making some in the hoop flowers for a wreath. The Golden Bee project information is also on the information page from today, so you can just scroll to the bottom and see what that is. But Gary's created a badge for me, and we're creating a large art installation of a huge bee. So
like this is big. This is a couple of metres almost.
It is. It's 2 metres by.
And so the plan with that is to embellish that with contributions.
Yeah, from
our
the
customers
community. Yep, from our customers. I've got some flowers and things that people have sent in already for me to create my wreath. So I've got these things here.
Dimensional flowers.
And so create some freestanding lace. There's a free design on there for you to stitch and post to us, or if you're lucky enough to live near an Echidna store, you can drop it off and they will send it to me. And probably by May, we'll get all these elements together and start constructing the bee wings and body. And we'll do that via a video as well.
So is it pretty open to what people can actually supply? Like if they use their imagination or files they've got?
It is use your imagination. I mean, Lindy Goodall has given us this free 3-dimensional flower to stitch, which is great. So you can use any colours, because I don't know about you, but flowers come in a whole variety of colours, and it is for a wreath around the bee. So yeah, it's just open to your own creativity.
So the bee badge that we've created, if we get back up to our overhead camera view, I'll just pop that up here. So this is the bee design. That is the actual, oops, go back the
So this is also about promoting a charity. So it's 𝗍𝗶𝗀𝗄.
Yes.
And he saves bees. And there's a bee problem throughout the world. If we don't have bees, Gary, we wouldn't be here. We're in big trouble. So that is really just about promoting his charity and highlighting the plight of the bee and getting you stitching and creating.
Absolutely. And I think with the with the whole bee thing, it's people don't just realise how important they are.
No.
And I love honey, so I can't imagine not having honey. But anyway, sorry, go back camera guy. I'm just going to quickly point that out. So this is the badge we made, and you can download this and stitch it yourself. But I digitized the bee in Embroider's Stitch Artist, so that's available as a separate little bee. But I've also then created the badge, and what I've done is I've made this so as we can put Mylar, or our opal film, into the wings. So again, the camera doesn't really pick it up, but if I get there, you can just see a bit of a shiny effect there. So there's Mylar in the wings, because bee wings are kind of see-through, from my memory. And we've created the body of the bee using puff stuff. That's the puffy foam.
Yes.
But it's the dissolvable puffy foam. And so that's given us real dimension. It's hard to see that dimension on the camera, but it's like a 3D effect. And the lettering is also done with puff stuff. So, and this is a free download, so you can actually stitch this out. And of course I did it with a hexagonal badge, and I created the badge in the 𝗟𝗟 software, which is what I'm going to show you now. Rachel's cutting out one that we've already stitched. Let me just move.
I'm just cutting the puff stuff off it.
Okay, so
yeah.
there. So this is the badge
stuff
we've already stitched out. We've already stitched the bee underneath the puff stuff, and we are now just putting the puff stuff around under the lettering as well. Now this puff stuff dissolves in hot water, so once we trim away most of what we don't need, it really just dissolves in hot water, and it puffs up the embroidery that's sitting above it. It's ideal for satin stitching and open areas, or sort of, yeah, not open areas, satins with not a lot of underlay underneath it, because it actually puffs up and gives you that lovely dimensional effect. But really, really simple to use, and does a great job. And we got videos on it, so go and watch that. But let's show you how we actually created the badge. Now, if you want to get into badge making and you've got Stitch Artist, Embroidery Stitch Artist Level 3, you've already got the ability. If you don't have Embroidery Stitch Artist Level 3, which is the premium digitizing program from Embroidery, you can buy just the 𝗟𝗟 function. Now, why do they call it 𝗟𝗟? The process of badge making uses, I'm having a problem with my mouse now. There it is, it's back. I'm not having a good day with this technology today. It's been terrible. We'll go to a new screen here. So the process, I'll explain. So I'm going to, first of all, bring in the bee design that I wanted. Actually, no, we're back on camera. That's good. So I'll just explain 𝗟𝗟 stitching before we move on. A 𝗟𝗟 machine is like an overlocker. It was designed actually back in the 1800s, the late 1800s. It goes back a long way, and it's a very special type of overlocking stitch. And if you look at professionally produced badges, they are almost always bordered with a 𝗟𝗟 stitch, which comes from the 𝗟𝗟 overlocker. It's quite a unique stitch, and was something that you had to master to be able to do. And a 𝗟𝗟 machine still sells. They still look like they were made in the 1800s, but they sell for about $5,000. They're not cheap. They take a bit of skill and mastering, and they can only do very basic shapes. For instance, on a 𝗟𝗟 machine, I would be really struggling to get, oh, here we're back on there. I would struggle to get that corner just there in the heart, because you can imagine, if you imagine using an overlocker trying to get in and around, that would be really difficult. So you're kind of stuck with very basic shapes. So what Brian Bailey at Embroiderings and his team did is they simulated the 𝗟𝗟 stitch as an embroidery stitch, and it is phenomenal. It gives you the best badge results you can possibly imagine. And it's really, really simple to use. So Rachel's gone ahead and cut away the rest of that puff stuff there. So this is now ready to be taken out of the hoop. We would cut away the bulk of the wash away that we've used, and we've used 2 layers of wash away on this. So take it away, wash it out in hot water, let it dry, and you've got your badge all completed. Then we could put some hot melt film on the back of the badge and actually apply it to wherever we want to apply it.
Put it on a bag, shirt.
And you could do that, or you could stitch it down if you wished, if you wanted to be more permanent. But the hot melt film is pretty good too. It really holds well. So how do we do it? Let's go back to our computer screen. The bee, I'm going to give you the badge file as well, but if you don't have, if you have the 𝗟𝗟 software,
You need to unplug the machine and plug it back in. I think we've got a little technical glitch there, Gary.
The HDMI?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a bit of a glitch there, so I'll take that, plug that back in. Hopefully that'll work. Hey, we're back on screen again. Excellent. So, what we need to do is bring in the bee that I've created. And to do that in Brilliance, it's super easy. You just click on the...
so it keeps flickering, Gary. Do they use Mpherily? So this is a download, a standalone software that they can use. You can buy
Mpherily as a standalone program. Yes, we have a question.
While we're working out some issues, we'll go through some questions.
Yep.
So, puff stuff.
Yep.
Why don't the letters deflate once the puff stuff washes out?
It's stuck. So the puff stuff, there is still there's a residue between the satin stitching and the fabric, and it can't escape. It's quite amazing. It actually, I mean, we've done tests where we've done up to 20 laundry cycles, and it's still pretty much the same. It's actually way better than I expected it to be. But if you didn't have it under a satin stitch, then there would be somewhere for that residue to escape. So it does hold up pretty well.
Just in saying that, it does come like this, but it's stored in a different type of plastic bag.
It's a special plastic that we.
So no water or condensation gets in it. So you need to.
It is a dissolvable product. So if you live in North Queensland, don't leave it on the bench on a hot humid day.
It does need to stay in its bag.
Yeah, treat it like you would wash away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next question. The John Deere designs, how long roughly do they take to stitch out?
Well, that will depend on your machine and the size that you choose. So when you download a lot of his legacy designs, you'll have different sizes that are available. But, you know, I think
the T-Rex was an hour and a half, I think, yesterday.
And that was on a machine running fairly quickly, though. So,
it was.
But it had 79,000 stitches in it, and I think we might stitch that on one of our Halo machines. So, it depends on the machine, but it could easily take 2 or 3 stitch design, easily take that. Patience is a virtue when it comes to big designs. How are we going there? Hey, we're back up. Looks like we had a cable pointing. Don't know what's happening there. I can't show you on my computer if it's not working.
Shall we carry on with our questions?
Yes, any other questions there?
Do we have any suggestions on how to keep the mat still sticky for a scan and cut?
Well, I do actually. So I used this mat a couple of days ago, and the stick had gone, and I had a close look, and even though I'd only been using it for vinyl, there was quite a lot of residue left on it, so I just gave it a good wipe with a non-alcohol baby wipe and let it dry, and then the stick was as good as new. I was very surprised because I had done a lot of cutting on it. It does work, but you do need to kind of take the time. It's not just one wipe over, it's probably circular motion and along the whole mat.
Okay. Another question, or where we think we're going?
And I think the key is to let that dry, that mat dry.
Yes.
Yep.
Our screens, no, lost it again. So I'm so sorry. I really wanted to show you the Mpherily.
I will say that Gary has previously done a video on using the Mpherily. Yes,
I have. Yeah, so there is a good video on that, and I think that's accessible from the Mpherily page. We'll keep working. Any other questions there at the moment? No. Can I just comment too on the mat? I didn't realise that did such a good job at bringing it back. But if your mat has completely lost its sticky, but it's still quite okay in every other sense, you can always use washi tape or something to hold down whatever you're cutting.
The Echidna washi tape is ideal for that, actually.
Because it's not
Christy
too
uses
aggressive.
It a lot. Yeah.
It works pretty good. Yes, another question?
Do you have any tips for stopping your material from gathering when embroidering the twill?
Yes, hoop correctly, use the right stabiliser, quality design, correct needles and good tension.
Sometimes
I'll expand on that.
With the dinosaur, we also use the double-sided tape on the inside of the hoop. So I
will say the twill fabric is very supportive, and it doesn't suffer as much from pull and push as a lot of more basic fabrics. It's quite a solid fabric. The most important thing to prevent puckering or fabric displacement is to make sure you've hooped and stabilised correctly, the correct stabiliser. And the old saying, don't over tighten the fabric. If you pull fabric really, really tight, you're asking for trouble. It's got to be firm but not drum tight, is my opinion.
How about some of the digitised designs, Gary? Because I know we've had a couple of customers that have bought us designs and that they've purchased, and they puckered a lot.
Yeah, there's two things, Rachel. There's puckering, which is the pull of the fabric, and there's fabric displacement. So if you know, it's the old saying I used to use the analogy of, if you hop into a bathtub full of water, you displace water. If you have particularly on a small hoop, for instance, and you've got a heavy, dense design, you might have, if you have a design with 10 or 15,000 stitches you're trying to put into a small area, every needle penetration is pushing the fabric, and then you're leaving thread in there. So if you push 10,000 stitches, needle penetrations through a small area of fabric that big, you've pushed the fabric, it can't return, so that excess fabric has to go somewhere, and that's what gives you that kind of what looks to be puckering, but it's actually more a displacement issue. So a big thing, one of my best tips for folks is choose the design to suit the fabric. If I was stitching on a light, I'll use poplin, for instance, which is pretty soft and light and not structured very well at all. If someone said, I'm going to put a 10,000 stitch design on that, I'm just going to say you're crazy, because it's just not going to hold it. It's just not designed for it. But I'd easily do it on the twill, because the twill's more structured. So correct stabilizer, good hooping, good design.
What stabilizer would you recommend for velvet?
Yeah, good question. Again,
I think it depends on what the velvet's going to be used for in the design.
What design are you going to put on it? Velvet, you won't necessarily want to hoop it.
You'd also have to have a topper to stop that pile from getting crushed.
There's, depending on how it sits on a product like 𝗀𝗵𝗴, you want to check it that it doesn't actually just leave all the residue on the film, all the velvet on the 𝗀𝗵𝗴. But the 𝗀𝗵𝗴, that's the sticky back stabilizer, and that's the only one I would recommend.
Would you use a basting stitch? I think I would.
You possibly, depending on the stitch count.
It's a long stitch, yeah.
Depending on the stitch count. But you don't want to hoop the velvet, because you will get a hoop burn on it. So probably 𝗀𝗵𝗴, or baste it to a... See, the question there is, do you want to have any stabilizer remaining in the back of the fabric? You know, what's the, as you said, what's the application for what you're doing? So 𝗀𝗵𝗴 would be a good one.
Okay. Gary, I don't think we'll be able to do
It's not going to work, folks. I'm so sorry. One more. We're going to try one more time. It was working perfectly an hour ago, before we started. Okay. No, we've lost. Okay. Nonetheless, we do have a video on how to use the 𝗟𝗡ly program. I do recommend it as a fun new addition to your software options. When you buy 𝗟𝗡ly, it's about $300, including GST, thereabouts. It's a standalone program, so you can buy it without having any other Embrilliance software if you just really want to get into the whole badge making thing. It has a huge range of built-in badge shapes and borders. One of the, no, I can't show you because you can't see the screen.
But we've got, are they here, the shapes?
Yeah, well, one of the really nice things about it is it will, if you have a design and you want to just add an automatic badge around the design, contouring on the shape of the design, there's a completely automatic process. It just does it in one hit. You can then choose, for your badge making, you can then say, all right, I want to create my badge and cut away my fabric in the hoop. So you've got an option to say, I'm cutting my fabric away in the hoop, or I'm using a pre-cut shape. So if you have a scan and cut machine, for instance, you can take your badge shape and cut it automatically and just apply it on your fabric, and that's great. But if you don't have a cutting machine, you can simply, it'll stitch down your fabric, you trim around it with your curved scissors, and then just continue on and you get a perfect badge. So it also, and quite uniquely, it has a whole raft of fonts that are specifically designed for badge making. Some of those little tiny fonts will get down to 4 millimeters. That's really small, because on badges, sometimes you need those small fonts. And a 4 millimeter font, my tip on that is probably only use it with capitals, because if you had lowercase on 4 mil, you're down to almost
and a flowing writing's no good.
Yes, stick to, and you'll find most of those small fonts are just blocks, and they're designed for it. Really useful. Now, of course, you don't only have to use those on badges, you can use them anywhere. But small lettering is one of the, it's like one of the holy grails of embroidery. Another question?
If I have hatch, can I still use the B design?
Yes, you can. What we've done is the B design will come in all the different formats. It won't be in an EMB format because I didn't digitize that B in Hatch. I did it in Embrilliance. But you'll have all the different machine formats in there, and you can definitely take it in and add things to it, do what you like with it. It will be included as a BE file as well. Now, a BE file is the native file for Embrilliance software. So if you wanted to take the badge into Embrilliance, open the BE version, and then you can size it and make whatever changes you want, because that is native to Embrilliance, and then save it in whatever stitch format you need for your machine. So
I thought you had that file so that the bees could stitch it out.
The bees could stitch it out. It's a BE file.
Yeah,
pardon our puns.
Yeah.
But it's a cool little file, and I had fun digitizing it. And if time permits, I'm going to try and actually create a video on how we actually digitize that B from start to finish, because it was actually surprisingly easy. And Embrilliance does a great job, as does Hatch. They're both great programs, and whichever one you've got, you'd be able to digitize quite easily if you know a few little tips and tricks. So we'll try and do that. Okay, so I'm so sorry, the software's not going to work. The computer's now not going to, I can't even connect any of the computer. It wasn't just the Embrilliance, was it? It was the whole computer connections gone down. Yeah. Disappointing, to say the least. Okay, I think that's, hey, we've made pretty good time here
We've
today.
made very good time today. I have the Mylar to show.
And I should mention that, yeah, if you're...
got some patterned vinyl here, but then that's about...
I will just clarify the whole Mylar thing, because I love Mylar. In fact, there's a few other Mylar designs we had there, those roses. What happened to them? We had a whole pile of them.
I've got them down here, I think.
We'll show you those if we can find them.
I will find them because I moved them.
I love Mylar. Now, we call it Mylar, and people often say, why don't we have that on the package? We call it Opal Film.
Oh, that's right.
Mylar's, oh, there it is. Mylar's actually a brand name, so, some people call it Mylar. That's actually a trademark. So Opal Film is what it is. So we don't call it by its brand name because that would be inappropriate. But this is a rose design using Mylar, and you can see the beautiful effect it gives. These roses are available on our website too, by the way. Probably not on that information page because I only threw these in at the...
For some of these elements for the golden bee as well.
You can see the glistening through there. I love it.
So it picks up the hue of the thread.
Yeah, that's important to note. So if you look at the colour of this, you'll see the Mylar is running all those purpley hues, yet on this one it's all pinks. It's the same product. You don't buy different colours. It will pick up the hue of the colour of the thread that you're using. I love it. I just think it's a fantastic product, and it's so inexpensive too. I think that pack of X amount of meters is only $15 or something. It's really cool. Whoops. And that's what it looks like if we were to get the film up. And it just seems so easy to work with. Goes a long way. All right. Did I see that working just then? Camera guy? No, he's not.
Ever so hopeful.
His head, not working. All right, well, any other questions at all from anyone? Because we've covered pretty much everything we want to talk about today.
I think we've got an early mark then today.
We have. We've talked about the bee designs.
This is the SVG for the bee design.
And that's free as well, isn't it? Yeah, so you can also get that SVG file if you want to use it on your cutting
If you don't have an embroidery machine, you can use an SVG file.
Yeah, it's kind of cute. Another question there?
I don't have Embrilliance software. Does that mean I can run the Merrily software?
Yes, you can buy Merrily as a separate standalone program, and a lot of people do because not everyone wants to dig into software and digitizing, so buy it separately. Yeah, absolutely.
Can Mylar be washed?
Treat it as a delicate. Like, don't throw it into a really hot clothes dryer. Just treat it like a delicate wash, and it's pretty good. But it is a plasticky kind of film, so if you get too aggressive with it, you'll definitely, it won't last. So easy done. And that's about it. So, all right. Well, I don't think there's much more to talk about, except to say a big thank you to Camera Guy, who, as I said, is leaving us next Tuesday.
Yep.
And we're busy trying to find a new Camera Guy. who'll also remain a mystery. It's just a bit of fun we have here, but camera guy's been here for a few years now, and we've done so many videos, and really going to miss him. So big shout out for him. Big shout out to everyone for all your support since we last spoke. It's always amazing to see the support we get, and hopefully we give that back, and also to our team who work very diligently to supply all the help and assistance that you guys that you need. And remember, it doesn't matter where you're from, what you've got, what sort of machine you've got, where you've bought it. If you need our help, we will be here to help you. It's what we do, and we just enjoy doing it. So I think on that note, we're just about done. Rachel, thanks for
have fun stitching.
Have fun stitching.
Cutting.
And this it's pre-recorded, or it's recorded, so you can watch it again if you wish. And if you have any questions about anything at all, want to get a Mother's Day special, whatever, make sure you get in touch with us, and we will be here to help you. So until next time, happy crafting. Cheers for now.
Bye.